Hey, I am here to explain how the American educational system works. First off, let's begin with how little tykes learn in school. When a child reaches the age of 3, their parents have the choice to send them to nursery school. A child can spend 2 years in nursery school or pre-kindergarten learning how to do basic things such as count and spell, learn basic manners of Western culture, but this varies depending on which state you are from or living in. And if parents are wealthy, they pay tuition or their state helps them out with this money called Head Start. Once preschool has ended, a child by law must enter kindergarten at age 5 and learns pre-math skills and basic grammar in English. But some children who are 4 years of age are placed in kindergarten because their parents want them placed there, or the child is believed to have advanced motor skill ability that warrants them being there, but this is rare and seldom happens. Children also learn more artistic and social skills in this level as well. Next, when the child is about 6 years old, they enter first grade and have started elementary or primary school officially. Here is where they learn all the basics of education such as basic math, advanced grammar and syntax of English, history and geography, how to tell time and the date, and other skills. Now is when grades are more monitored and the child's academic and behavioral performance goes into effect. If a child has social or mannerly problems, then counseling may ensue with the child with his or her parents in order to correct this, and this may pull him back in a grade. And if a student scores an average below 75, they may be held back or outright fail a grade. But states and counties have their own rules about who can advance or not advance to another grade to learn more. When a child exits primary school, it varies depending on their grades and the jurisdiction of the schools who may wish a child to exit at grade 4, 5, 6 or 8. So the longest you can stay in middle school is 3 to 4 years. If a child leaves primary school at grade 4, they enter what I call super middle schools and begin the intermediary period between primary and secondary education. Here they learn more advanced material such as algebra, civics, graphing, geometry and other things, and the rules over behavior become less severe because of the age of the students entering young adolescenthood. Some middle schools start at grade 5, some 6, and some at 8. In the super middle school, a child will be there for 4 years and will advance to a 4-year regular high school where they learn more stuff that they need for the future. Other types of middle schools are called junior high schools, but some states combine junior and senior high school into one building where you learn the same material you learn at the other schools, but in the elite grade 10 through 12. Pre-college high schools, the curriculum is more advanced and Greek and Latin are taught there. Once again, depending on the laws of your state, you can quit school at either age 16 or 18, but I think it ought to be 18 for all states, because what idiot drops out at 16 or grade 10? That's just foolish. Anyway, once you reach grade 10, some schools let you do it earlier. You can choose 2 curriculum plans, as I call them. One is a non-university path where you pick regular classes and only obtain credits just to get a high school diploma and enter into vocational or technical school to become a carpenter or an electrician or something like that. But if you take the university path, you are inclined to take 2 exams, the SAT or the ACT, which will determine whether or not you go to university. Also, high schools offer advanced placement classes as well, or classes where you can earn university credit while still in high school. If you make a 3 to 5 on these exams, you will earn 3 to 6 credit hours depending on the class, and this will save you a lot of time and money. But as for the ACT and the SAT, this is more complicated. The range for the ACT is 11 to 36 and the range for the SAT is 900 to 2400. If you score on the top notch for these exams, you will more than likely get a full ride to wherever you want to go to school in the public area. But if you score below 1440 on the SAT or 20 on the ACT, you will have to retake them again or risk not going to college or university. I made a 1830 on my SAT and used this exam to enter in university, and I made a 25 on the ACT, and I liked the SAT better because it is easier to study for and the time intervals are easier to follow, and it follows your IQ interval better than the ACT in my opinion, but this is conjectural. Also, the SAT is for students who wish to attend university outside their state or in private school of their choice. For those who did not do so well on their ACT or SAT, they attend junior university where they spend 2 years of regular third-level education and obtain an associate's degree and transfer to a 4-year university to finish up and obtain a bachelor's degree. This 4-year period is called undergraduate university, and some people stop here and go seek work after they graduate. However, some people go on for 4 more years, and this is called postgraduate school. Some people who wish to be clergymen, doctors, lawyers, or engineers, they go to professional schools to learn what they need to excel in their field there, but some universities have law, divinity, or medical schools on their campuses depending on where you attend. A 2-year degree in postgraduate school is called a master's degree, and some people leave school after that and go to work where they want to. Some people obtain a doctorate degree in 2 more years, and this is like the official end of school unless you do something big in your career. So wrapping up, nursery school, kindergarten, which is pre-primary school. Middle school is pre-secondary school, which can also be a junior high school or a combined mixture of primary and secondary school depending on state and county laws. SAT and ACT exams determine where you go to school, but in retrospect it seems to be more about the money than the grades, which is unfair to me, but I think American culture is more money hungry instead of knowledge hungry, which is very sad to me. So depending on certain exam grades and how fat your wallet is depends on how far you go in education. Third-level education is broken down into vocational or technical schools, junior universities or colleges, and regular universities with professional and doctrinal schools organized into tiers of knowledge depending on your degree. This video is dedicated to Thanks, who showed me how the Dutch educational system works, and I thank the Dutch people from the bottom of my heart. Achieve American independence from the British Crown so long ago in the 1770s. Thanks buddy for sharing knowledge across the world and just for being an awesome guy who loves to talk smack on YouTube. Catch you on the flip side, buddy.